Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some old Wisconsin brand. These are called Smokestack, and they are beef sticks. We have just the beef and cheese. It's cheddar cheese, and it looks like this on the back.
This one's a beef stick with the jalapeno cheese, and this one is bourbon and bacon flavored sausage and bacon cheese.
Sounds really good. And bacon cheese too.
Yeah.
So the cheese is darker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is just the beef and cheddar cheese. These are made in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. They are gluten-free. One package, 71 grams, is 280 calories. And so beef and cheese. And it has a arrow up here where you just pull this. And I had never done this until very recently when I think it was the Jack Links and the Fritos.
Something like that.
Chili cheese Fritos. I had never had the beef and cheese. But it's really good, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, eating them both at the same time.
Yes. So do you think I should do that with these or try one or the other?
You can try them both individually if you want. I think these are a little expensive for a beef stick, don't you?
They were $3.29 each at Walgreens.
I think that's a little... I mean, they are big.
They're big, but I think they were $3.29 because they were at Walgreens. I don't think you would pay that much. Walgreens, if you're not in America, it's a drugstore, like a convenience store, and they do charge more there. You're going to pay more at CVS or Walgreens or a place like that. I like that. It's just a regular meat stick. It reminds me of when we buy summer sausage. And of course,
the flavors aren't the same.
It doesn't have the same flavor as summer sausage. That's what I was going to say. But it reminds me of that combination when we do
sausage and cheese.
Sausage and cheese. Yeah. It does not have the meat doesn't have that flavor
the spices and stuff
of a summer sausage. But I like it quite a bit.
I like it too. This is one of the meat sticks that is really soft, like almost mushy inside.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't notice it as much because I got a bite of the cheese.
I mean, I can literally squeeze it out of there.
Yeah, don't do that. That doesn't make it appealing to eat.
But it's squishy. It's soft inside.
It didn't bother me while I was eating it.
It's not like some meat sticks are more dense and more packed and dry inside. This one's more wet and mushy. We can try the jalapeno if you want.
Jalapeno? Okay. Beef and jalapeno.
The only difference is the cheese is different.
This one is 280 calories. I think that's the same. So the beef will be the same.
Yeah, I think so. Do you get that texture? It's a little bit softer.
No.
Try not to think about it.
I'm not gonna let you ruin it for me.
Definitely a different texture cheese.
It took me a while to get the heat from the jalapeno. I only got it after I had chewed it and swallowed it.
Yeah.
And once you do get it, for me, because jalapeno doesn't bother me, it'll be interesting to see what Kevin says. But it doesn't bother me as much as Kevin. But it's just a slight tingle in the back of my throat. It's not a really strong, it's not an aggressive jalapeno. It's not flaming hot or anything like that. It's just a nice tingle.
Yeah, I agree. It's just there's a little bit of tingle in the back of my throat, and it's kind of lingering a little bit, but it's not like intensely hot. It is a little hot, but it's not intense.
I would eat either one of those again. I personally think they're good quality. I did not get the texture. That it did not bother me. I didn't get it like Kevin
it doesn't
did.
bother me. I'm just letting you know it's not as firm as some sausages.
I thought it was fine for me, and I'm usually picky about stuff like that.
Well, I've been eating another brand, the meat sticks, every night, and they're more like a summer sausage. They're firm.
Yes.
These are squishier.
Right.
Not in a bad way. It's just that's what they are.
And if you're interested in that one, I'm going to show it at the end of the month because we have not reviewed that.
Oh.
So I'm going to show it at the end of the month in the favorites video. I plan to show what what your favorite meat stick is. So
right now, at least.
Yeah, I'll show that in the favorites at the end.
Yeah.
It'll be at the end of August. Who knows when people are watching this video. So it'll be August Favorites 2024 is when you'll hear that. Okay, bourbon and bacon flavored sausage and bacon cheese. So the sausage actually has bacon and the cheese has bacon. But what's funny is this is only 250 calories. Weren't those more?
280 of them is what you said.
So you would think with the addition, how big are those? How many grams? It says it right next to the calories.
2.5 ounces.
It's 71 grams is one package.
71 grams.
Okay, that just shocks me that this would be lower calorie and it has bacon. I don't get it.
Mm.
Oh.
Tougher.
That's a huge difference.
You had a bite on it a little bit.
I'm going to wait to say anything to hear your opinion. I want you to go first this time. And tell me what you think.
The cheese is a lot drier, and the meat stick is a lot drier for sure. So both of them are really, really dry. I don't taste anything bad. I don't really taste bacon either, though.
I do not like it. I don't like the texture. I don't like the flavor. It's been a long, long time since I've had those, they're little beans, but they have little hot dogs in them.
Oh, beanie weenies.
Is that beanie weenies? It's been like, gosh, 40 years since I've had beanie weenies, probably more than that. The flavor of that stick reminds me of the flavor in those beanie wings. Yeah, it's just.
I don't like it as well either.
I would not ever eat that again. I don't think it tastes like bacon at all. I don't think it
I don't
even
get
tastes.
bacon from anything.
I don't think it even tastes smoky, and that's with the meat and the cheese. The meat itself, I think, is a terrible texture.
It's really dry.
I wonder if there's a date on these. I would love to know that. Oh, okay. You can't read. Oh, I see. Wonder, okay, let's look at the date on those.
I think it's just a different, type of meat stick.
These are newer. This one expires at the end of this month. These don't expire until the end of this year. So
I still don't think that would make much difference.
I don't either. I don't think it would affect the taste.
I don't really think it would affect the texture.
I just don't care for that.
I don't like it either. If it had a really nice smoky bacon flavor, I might say, ooh, that's really good. I wonder if it's the bourbon that's throwing you off too.
I didn't get any bourbon.
I didn't really get a bourbon.
I forgot it was supposed to be bourbon.
I know. I don't like that one either. I don't like the texture of the cheese. No. The cheese is drier and kind of chunkier. Yeah, I would much rather get the beef ones. Unfortunately, even the beef ones really don't have a ton of flavor. They don't have the spices going for them like a lot of the meat sticks do.
Right.
Yeah.
So you still like
I would much rather have like a one of the other brands of meat and cheese sticks than these.
I don't mind this brand at all. I wouldn't mind getting this, but if I was at a store like that had that Jack Links with that Frito, that was really chili good. Cheese Frito, I would get that again. I would rather have that over this. But I thought either the beef and cheese or the beef and jalapeno, either one of those were okay. I didn't think there was anything wrong with them at all.
No, definitely not. It just doesn't have the, if you're going to eat a meat stick, you want a little bit of the spice in there, a little seasonings.
Yes,
and this doesn't really have any of that.
No, it's just both of these are like the meat without any seasoning.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get that bacon ever.
Yeah, no, never again. Because it does have a date on it. It should have been just as good until that date. So the date, I really don't think the date makes that big of a difference. But it didn't have the bourbon. It didn't have the bacon. It didn't have anything going on that it should have had.
And had bad texture.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.